On me for looking this way. But basically, yeah, I tried recording this video like 10 minutes ago and it wouldn't upload, so bummer. But it was kind of like scattered all over the place. But basically, I was just talking about how I worked at a dispensary with a turd coworker, assistant manager guy, who after thinking about it, which I haven't thought about in a long time, I don't know, it's just not the same. Like, I used to have a lot more anger about this situation, and now I just don't. I'm doing dishes, by the way, while I'm telling you this. So anyways, what I was basically saying is he was a brown-nosing piece of shit. He was fired before he got his job with us. He was an egomaniac. He, at times, would scare customers off because he would be basically like, not really like fighting with them, but kind of being like, well, I'm right, and if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass kind of stuff. I don't know, just overall, he was a terrible guy. And also, management did nothing about it. This is something that I think upper management did nothing about it, which I think is really fucked up. He was always being treated with kid gloves. He was favored because, I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, wait. Yeah, I do. The managers of this dispensary were fucking off. That's the only thing I can come up with. Is they would give him tons of responsibilities because they just were passing the buck, you know? And so with that came his ego. They were constantly telling him how amazing he was, but in reality, when it came to customer care and customer service, as well as treating his employees, aka me, even though I was there longer than him, he was the assistant manager. You figure that one out. But no, he was just like so bossy and crazy. Oh, and by the way, the entire time I worked there with him, he never once took the garbage out. Never once. This is when I told someone this, and they go, yeah, but that might not be his job. And I go, it doesn't matter. On principle alone, you've worked there how many fucking years? You're an assistant manager. You're trying to lead by example. You've trained people, and you've never taken the garbage out. I mean, thinking about that now so pisses me off. Anyways, I also... he tried to get me fired. He tried to get me written up many times. He stalked me one time. Like, literally, all of the upper management was away on vacation. No, they were doing a business at a convention center in Vegas. It was like a convention for weed or whatever, legal cannabis. And I guess he took it upon himself to, when they said, you know, make sure you really, you supersede your, title and you're just basically a manager, you make sure you really watch everyone, make sure everyone's on task. Apparently, because I was taking a quote-unquote 15-minute break instead of a 10-minute break, because he was watching me like a hawk in the back because he had nothing better to do at this time but to watch me in the camera, which is creepy in itself. Apparently, I ran over my, lunch break, or one of my breaks, because I apparently was probably taking a shit. So I get it called in, and they're like, yeah, so, we really need to talk. Like, they're making, like, a huge deal about it when literally this place is run with, like, not by, like, it's just not that type of place. And they're like, yeah, you really need to work on that. And I'm like, I've worked here 2 years, and I probably had that happen to me, like, maybe 3 times or something. Like, I'm, like, literally in the middle of, like, taking a runny shit, and you guys are making me feel bad. It's not the first time that they tried to get me in trouble. Another time, he was in cahoots with one of the old coworkers who ended up quitting. This place was just so dysfunctional, so unprofessional, and, you're thinking, well, that's what you get for working at a dispensary. You're right. It is what I get for working at a dispensary. And I don't think I'll ever work at a dispensary like that again. I mean, seriously, there were so many red flags. I literally was getting hit in the face with a red flag every day. I just kept it, I'm used to struggle and strife, so I just kept it going. But yeah, if you ever work at a place, I'm not trying to give any advice, but if you ever work at a place where they literally, like, mistreat you and abuse you, get out. So then, I didn't even tell you, so then the upper management, there were 2 females, one of them was the one that liked me, and then there was another one who just dealt with me. And by the end of my time working there, we were at one of our mandatory, monthly morning meetings, and it's really painful, and she's not a morning person, and, you know, she also is very, like, tightly wound, aka fucking psycho bitch. Never had kids. Again, anyone that has never had kids, like, I'm not saying that there aren't nice people, but I've heard, like, a lot of people say that, like, when women don't have kids, they become, like, a psycho, selfish cunt when they're older. Well, she's the epitome of that. And she's also one of those people, I have a cat, Buffy, I love her, but I'm not one of those people that's like, well, I have, children. They're my cats. But that's this bitch. Okay. So, we had, like, an interesting relationship. Oh, and by the way, the only time she was ever fun and carefree, you guessed it, was